crypto warriors, changing our world day by day. The way of the crypto warriors, can't rely on the bankers, no way.
Good morning, Bix Weir, roadrunner.com. But good morning, Horn of Z's, a sip of chaga coffee. Yes, keep taking your vitamins. Vitamin D especially. That's the big one. That's the one, you know what it does. Vitamin C, chaga, zinc, C60 somewhere over here, and multivitamins. We can't stop this thing. We just can prepare our bodies for it. All right. That's enough of preaching. Big weekend on the road to Ruta. Big weekend. I posted 3 videos, or 2.5. I have another half to do on the future. I'm doing a whole future series for the Road to Ruta members, the private road members. First one was Cliff High. Amazing. Then Christoph Melchizedek, a spiritual amazing. And then yesterday, Jenny Moonstone reading, blowing everybody's mind. Everybody's like, holy shit. She's tapped into something that I don't know what it is, but she's there. I have found the gold in the Grand Canyon now, thanks to her advice. I know exactly where it is. Yeah, not only the gold. Well, it's more than gold, though. It is. It's our history that is being revealed. And this goes to Cliff High's Secrets Revealed. And I have a plan. I have lots of plans now. But we're going to get Jenny on probably once a week on the Road to Ruta. If you want to get a reading from Jenny Moonstone, go to jennymoonstone.com. I told my private road members how to get there yesterday because she's going to just fill up. And it's good. So jennymoonstone.com. She does private readings, hour-long readings. It's cheap. It's way too cheap. She's going to bump her prices soon. So make sure you go over to jennymoonstone.com. Anyway, if you're on the private road, check out this discussion. This is only part 1. Part 2. Part 1 covered the Grand Canyon. It covered cryptos, Veritasium, Theta. And then part 2 is going to go into Q, the battle between the good guys and bad guys, Trump, COVID, when does COVID end, and Alan Greenspan as Satoshi. Just amazing stuff. And we're working on a partnership to get her on the Road to Ruta a lot more. And help me with my research, because I got things like I'll get stuck. Like in the Grand Canyon, they don't tell you this stuff. So you got to fight and scratch, and what Jenny's able to do is point me in the right direction. That's what I figured out. So check it out. All right, let's talk silver. Silver price doing well, $24. But let's put everything into perspective. I've been in silver for 20 years. This is the 20-year chart. That's the 3-day chart. This is the 20-year chart. See this move up here in 2011? That move was artificial. It wasn't real. If you go back to 1980, that was the closest thing we had to a real move. But it wasn't real. It's all rigged 100% of the time. Now remember, in 1980, gold went to $800 and silver went to $50. Right? That was closer to the ratio it should be. The gold-silver ratio should be about, if everything was on free market level, I'd say about 10 to 1, maybe 8 to 1. Why won't it go to historical numbers? Because it's rigged. I think it will go 1 to 1, at a minimum 4 to 1. Why? Because the world is different now. We're pulling out of the ground at 8 to 1, yeah, but most of the silver that's been mined is surface silver. That's where silver, you can find all your silver on the surface. Gold, you dig farther down, you're going to find more gold. The silver story is beyond anything anybody will ever encounter, even in cryptocurrencies. The silver story is 150 years of artificial market manipulation. And we are right here. Look at this. We're right here, just above $20. Just to get to the 1980 and then the other artificial climb when Jamie Dimon put this guy named Bill Daley as Barack Obama's chief of staff, in order to control the silver price in 2011 that they inherited from Bear Stearns. They put this guy, Bill Daley, Obama's chief of staff. They run it up, get all the weak hands in, boom. They slam it down with an artificial bear market, electronic trades beyond. It was crazy. It was like 1 billion ounces in a day. We just beat that. And look where the price is, only $25. I do expect silver to go over $1,000 as it breaks free from the manipulation. It won't be traded that way. The COMEX will shut down. I guarantee you the COMEX is going to shut down in a matter of months, if not sooner. At least the way we deal with the COMEX today. If they want to keep the COMEX going, my advice, call up Reggie Middleton and say, implement Veritasium peer-to-peer transactions in silver, in gold, in all commodities, so there's no more fraud. Why do you think you have 8 traders at JP Morgan up on RICO charges? It's pure fraud. Who is the number one trading entity in silver? JP Morgan, who's the custodian of the SLV, owned by BlackRock, another criminal institution. But who's the custodian of all that silver? JP Morgan, JP Morgan, JP Morgan. How come JP Morgan's allowed to trade in silver when they have 6 traders up on RICO charges? CFTC, DOJ, what the hell are you doing? I'm not saying take JP Morgan out because that would destroy everything. And I'm not in favor of total destruction of everything. But show me a way out of it and I'll say, yeah, let's do it. There is no way. The only way possibly is to institute fair trading, Veritasium, peer-to-peer transactions, no more high-frequency trades. If you have it, you can sell it. If you don't have it, you can't sell it. Anyway, so yeah, I look at this, like the last 30 days, everyone's, oh my God, I got to sell and take my profits in silver. It went from $18 to $25. Are you kidding me? Try being in there for 20 years. Try being in there for 40 years, for 50 years. Old-time silver and gold bugs. This is why gold and silver will probably not, well, definitely silver won't be used as money. All the old gold bugs are long gone. Yes, Trump and the good guys will implement some kind of gold into the monetary system, but it won't be gold-backed currency. It'll be redeemable. You go into the bank. So there won't be any rehypothecation. There won't be any fractional reserve anymore. That's why it's such a big deal. They're going to fight it tooth and nail. Listen to the Jenny Moonstone interview. Reading. She did a reading on me. Listen to what she says about things like Veritasium, how hard they're going to fight to keep that out of the system, because it would introduce truth and honesty. The blockchain is a truth machine. Oh, Reggie, by the way, I'd go over to think about going from Ethereum over to the Theta blockchain for smart contracts when they come out by the end of the year. I'm just saying, everybody else is in the Ethereum programmer world. All right, let's take a look at what's going on behind the scenes in silver. Look at the last 2 weeks. Just ridiculous volumes. But nothing changes. It's pure manipulation. Pure manipulation. It's crazy. But here's what happened on Friday. 131,000 contracts is the open interest for the September's the silver delivery month. And I keep saying, hey, they got to start whittling that down if they're going to get to anything sane come delivery day, which is August 27th. That's 19 days away. Right now, they're looking at, 650 million ounces of physical silver that would need to be delivered if they took delivery on everything right now. Will they take delivery on everything? No. But at the same time, they got to start shedding contracts at about 7,000 contracts per day of open interest if they don't want to, have at the end go, uh-oh, we're in trouble. And there's only 19 trading days left. But look what happened on Friday. Open interest went up. It went up for the September contract by 1,621 contracts. This is insane. This is why I'm saying the silver market is going to shut down in the next couple months. It can't get through September. There's just not enough silver. All the mints are shutting down. U.S. Mint's like, COVID. Everything's blamed on COVID. Oh, the latest is a classic. Do you hear that former Clinton press secretary urges Biden, do whatever you do, just don't debate Trump. You knew he wasn't going to debate Trump. He can't debate Trump. He can barely stand up. So they're going to say, oh, Trump tells so many lies, it's useless to debate him. Like I said, I'm not so sure there will be another election in the United States. It doesn't mean Trump stays as president. What would the world be like without the U.S. president? I think he will stay as president. I think he needs to take out, everyone's like, oh, after the election he'll do it. No. Do it now. Get it over with. Show people the truth. You'll get both sides of the country on your side. Some people will never be woke. That's fine. And woke not as in Black Lives Matter. Black Lives Matter is, by the way, the funding arm for the Democratic Party. You're funding old white guys to run for president. If you give money to Black Lives Matter, it's insane. It is insane. But they got us. They don't have us. They don't. The bad guys don't have us. We are going to win. Again, I will be posting the Jenny Moonstone reading part 2 later today, and we talk about this very subject. No, the bad guys don't win. All right. So that's what we're looking at. Silver going off the charts in September, the delivery month. I expect in July, blew the doors off any other delivery month in history. In 3,000 year history is silver as money, 5,000 year history. With 86 million ounces delivered, physical ounces delivered in July. I expect September at a minimum. I keep telling people, 150 or 100. I think it's going to be over 200,000 or 300,000 or 300 million ounces stood for delivery. And of course, they won't fill it. The only person that could fill it is potentially JP Morgan, and that would take the whole inventory away, the whole COMEX inventory. Right now, they're sitting at 650 million. But this is the end game. It was always the end game. So, yes, it is ending. Do what you will. Have your money in the stock market or the bond market or insurance or whatever you want. Your house. Everything you think is going to hold value, it isn't. Unless you have it in your own possession. Gold and silver. Silver especially, obviously. If there was no such thing as silver, I'd say, yeah, get your gold in your hand. It's good. It's not great. It doesn't have industrial demand. There's equal amounts of gold and silver in the world right now, above ground, 6 billion ounces of each. And yet they're trading at 80 to 1, 85 to 1. If you don't have silver, send Andy Scheckman an email. Andy@milesfranklin.com and buy your silver. I know a lot of you Road to Rooter people have already taken them up. Getting the great service from Andy Scheckman at Miles Franklin. There's not much time left. Only take what he's got in inventory, by the way. That's the only way you can be sure. If he's ready to ship, buy what he's got to ship. If anybody's got, oh yeah, my silver's going to be here in 3 weeks, good luck. Good luck. Andy could have the contract with the U.S. Mint and say they're going to deliver in 3 weeks. It doesn't mean it's going to happen. There's just so much you can do. That's why I'm always tell everybody, only buy what's available right now. And yes, premiums are through the roof. But look at the 20-year chart. You're still way down here. Say you're paying $35 for your silver. What's $35 when silver goes to $1,000 an ounce? And it's not going to fall this time. The game is over. This rig game is being exposed. This is a rig game. The COMEX is a rig game. It's being exposed by Ted Butler and myself and a lot of other people in the silver markets. My friends at GATA have been exposing this forever. But now the world's finding out about it. And if you don't have all the silver you need, it is time. One of the biggest silver riggers out there, HSBC. They used to rig silver. They used to be the hedger for the U.S. Mint. You know the U.S. Mint plays in derivatives in their silver book and gold book. HSBC was mainly gold rigging. Probably still is mainly gold rigging. HSBC crashes to 11-year low as profit plunges and loss reserves soar. Bum, 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 bum. With all the money that's being printed, all the money that's flowing out of the Fed, they still can't keep Humpty Dumpty together. It's crazy. HSBC Holdings. Now, HSBC was the originator of silver manipulation. It's when they started suppressing the price of silver. And the way they did it, what was happening is in the 1850s, the English were buying all kinds of silks and teas from Asia and from China, and all the silver was flowing out of England to buy the silks and teas. If you were rich, that's what you did. That was high society. And you bought the silks and teas because you didn't have them, and voila, they'd come from the Orient, and you're like, oh my God, look what you're wearing. I got to get some. All the silver was flowing, and China was on a silver standard. All the silver was flowing into China. The banking cabal in England said, what the hell are we going to do? They create Hong Kong Shanghai Bank. That's what HSBC is. Hong Kong Shanghai Bank sets up offices in China, and the idea is, hey, we got to get that silver back, which means they have to pay us silver. What can we sell them? Why don't we get them addicted off opium? We'll get the whole country addicted to opium, and they'll have to pay for it in silver, and then we can ship the silver back. And that's exactly what they did. Hence the Opium Wars of the 1850s. That's how long this game has gone on. And HSBC is the worst of the worst. So I'm very happy to see them crashing. All right, moving on to cryptos. Cryptos hanging strong. Yes, they can put the price anywhere they want. It's rigged. Don't forget. Look at the volumes. Look at the volumes. Look at the volume. Look at the volumes. Look at the volumes. Look at the volume. They're all fake. No exchange has their cryptos. Not even Coinbase and any of them. Gemini. They all, if they have a trading house, that's exactly what they do. Now, some have like 80% of what their customers have. Some have less. Nobody has 100%. Nobody. So get your cryptos off the exchanges. And there will be another rush to get cryptos into your own hands come the end of the year. Trace Mayer's awesome idea to get your cryptos out of the exchanges in your own hands. If you don't know what your private keys are, if you can't tell me right now what your private keys are, you don't own any cryptos. You got nothing. You got a promise. Now, there's certain wallets like Trezor and Ledger wallets that you can find it in the advanced functions. You can find it. You are in control of that. But some of these online wallets, again, if you don't know your private key, you don't have a crypto. And don't send me emails. Oh, what about this? What about this? It's very simple. If you can't tell me what your private key is, you don't own that crypto. You have to be assured that some other entity is in business for you to cash in your cryptos. That's it. Lots going on with Theta and the road to Ruta. So I have an idea, and it's going to be a really good idea. It is a good idea. I just have to implement it. And I will be talking to private road members about that idea, how we can participate in continuing to secure. It's pretty secure now, but get in on the early stages of the World Wide Web #2, Theta. And it's a good idea. It's a strong idea, and I like it. And I think you guys will like it too. I will give you more information as I develop this idea / business / something good for the crypto world. So get back to you on that. And again, if Biden can't debate whether or not he's going to have, Oreo cookies or chocolate chip cookies with his warm milk for dessert before he goes to bed at 7 o'clock at night, how the hell is he going to debate Trump? He's not going to debate Trump. Will we have an election? I don't know. There's a lot coming down over the next couple months. This will be the most chaotic time in human history. At least our lifetime. probably in human history. And there's been a lot of chaos. 9/11, World War II, dropping of the bomb, World War I. There's been a lot of chaos. The next 6 months are going to be even more chaotic. Hang on tight. Get your assets in your own possession. Get some food and water. Be able to go without electricity for a while. I do expect them to hit the internet kill switch for a few days. Think about that. How can you hunker down? Anyway, you guys want to get all those interviews. I will be posting the second Jenny Moonstone video later today on the private road. Again, to join the private road, go to roadtoroad.com. Hit subscribe today, and I will send you, for every 1 year subscription, 100 Theta fuel, already loaded on a paper wallet. All you silver and gold bugs who don't have any cryptos, here's a good way to get it. And go get yourself some physical silver. This is the end of 150 years of price manipulation. It's like the biggest beach ball in human history being held 10 feet underwater, and it's about to be let go. And it's just going to go, and all the water's going to go everywhere. It's going to be ugly. And Nostradamus predicted. What did Nostradamus say? Imitations of gold and silver will be thrown into the water. Imitations of gold and silver. What are imitations of gold and silver? COMEX contracts, silver derivatives, silver mining shares, silver SLV. Those are all imitations of the real thing. All of them thrown into the water. We'll find out, right? Bix Weir, roadtoroad.com. I'll talk to you later.